to boys, one stone, and a life-changing lesson. Hey there, my name is Name. This is WordCraft English, and today I am going to teach you how to speak and understand the English from this touching short film. Okay, here's a question. Do you know how much your life is worth? You can pause and think about that for a second. You'll see how native speakers show what they mean with their body language and facial expressions, and you will learn more than 30 useful phrases. If you do that, you won't miss out on any of our new lessons, and you'll be helping us bring more stories like this to even more people around the world. Let's jump right in. Jaden's character looks up to his father and wants to be part of his group and spend time with him. Larry didn't understand what Alex was asking, so he just looked at him and shook his head. Alex smiled and said, "It's simple. You throw a rock as far as you can. Whoever throws it the farthest wins. Run and kick it with your foot like I showed you." Alex walked over to Larry and put his arm around his shoulder. He said, "You're pretty good at this. I guess your life is worth at least one stone." Huh? They spent all their free time together playing sports and hanging out. You'll see how native speakers show what they mean with their body language and facial expressions. Larry no longer felt worthless or unhappy. He knew that his life was worth a lot because he had a friend who valued him for who he was. It's completely free, and I promise you won't get any spam emails from us. And that's the end of the story. This word comes from the phrase, "The further you kick it, the more your life is worth." Can you guess what it is? Of course, it's the word farther. And it means at a greater or further distance. For example, I can run faster than you, but I can't run farther. Larry was confused. He didn't understand what Alex meant. Thank you so much for watching and learning English with me. I hope you enjoyed this touching story and learned something new. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to practice your listening skills and receive more stories like this, sign up for our free newsletter. The link is in the description below. I wish you all the best in your English learning journey. May your life be filled with happiness, success, and all the English lessons you need to achieve your dreams. Until next time, take care and keep practicing your English. Bye-bye. Alex explained, every time you kick the rock, your life becomes more valuable. The farther you kick it, the more your life is worth. Larry thought about this for a moment. He realized that what Alex was saying was true. Whenever he managed to kick the rock farther, he felt better about himself. He felt like he was capable of achieving great things. That's how you throw a rock far. Larry took a deep breath, nodded his head, and then charged forward and kicked the rock with all his strength. As the sky turned orange and pink, they finished their game. Alex said goodbye to Larry and promised to see him again tomorrow. Larry went home feeling happy and proud. He couldn't stop thinking about what Alex had told him. He kept replaying the scene in his mind over and over again. He thought about how his life had changed in just one afternoon. It flew through the air and landed farther away than Alex's throw. All the kids stared at him in surprise. Even Alex couldn't believe Larry had beaten him. Larry felt a surge of pride and joy. For the first time in his life, he felt like he was part of a team and that he was valued and appreciated by his peers. When Alex asks Larry this, he does it with a big smile on his face. His eyebrows are raised and he has a playful tone in his voice. He's not actually trying to find out the monetary value of Larry's life. He's trying to invite him to play a game. Asterisk the next phrase is it's simple. You throw a rock as far as you can. Whoever throws it the farthest wins. Alex says this with a big grin on his face. He's excited to play the game with Larry, and he believes that he's going to win. Asterisk later on, Alex says, "Don't just throw it. Run and kick it with your foot like I showed you." This time, Alex has a serious expression on his face, and he speaks in a calm and reassuring tone. Asterisk finally, after Larry kicks the rock farther than Alex, he says, "You're pretty good at this. I guess your life is worth at least one stone." Huh? Alex says this with a big smile on his face. He's happy for Larry, and he's proud of him for improving his kicking skills. At first, Larry didn't want to play this game. He thought it was silly and pointless. But Alex insisted, so Larry agreed to play. It's a very touching moment. I highly recommend you watch that movie if you haven't seen it already. And if that's not enough, stick around to the end of the lesson, because I've got a special gift for you. Okay, now let us dive into this incredible short film and find out how the boys found the answer to this important question. It flew through the air and landed way down the path. Then it was Larry's turn. He picked up the rock and closed his eyes. When he threw it, the rock barely moved. All the other kids started laughing at him, but Alex stopped them and said, "Wait, it's his first time playing. Let him try again." Larry was grateful for Alex's kindness, but he still felt embarrassed. He tried again, but this time his rock rolled off the path and landed in the grass. The other kids laughed even harder. Larry's cheeks burned with shame. He wanted to run away, but he knew if he did, everyone would laugh and tell him he was a coward. So he stayed where he was and tried to throw the rock again. In today's episode, we're going to look at some great ways to talk about value. Before we get started, remember that if you love learning English and you love movies like this one, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. A long time ago, in the middle of a busy city, there were two boys who lived in different worlds. They went to the same school, but never talked to each other. The first boy, whose name was Larry, always felt that he wasn't good enough. He thought he was worthless. He believed that his life had no value. This made him feel really sad inside. The other boy, whose name was Alex, was the opposite. He was popular, happy, and confident. He thought he was awesome and that his life was worth a lot. One day after school, Larry was walking home when he saw Alex and his group of friends. They were skipping stones across the water in a nearby park. Larry wanted to join them, but he didn't have the courage. He stood there watching them and wishing he was part of their group. After a while, Alex noticed Larry looking at them. He called out to him and invited him to play. Larry couldn't believe it. He thought maybe Alex had finally noticed him. But then something strange happened. Alex said, "Hey, you there, come over here. We're playing a game." Larry hesitated for a moment, but then he walked over to them slowly. Now, if you've seen the movie The Pursuit of Happiness starring Will Smith and Jaden Smith, you may remember a similar scene in the beginning of the movie. When Larry got closer, Alex said, "Can you see that rock I just threw? That one? Well, how much is that rock worth?" Alex grabbed a small flat stone and threw it as hard as he could. This time, Alex said, "Hey, don't just throw it." Then something unexpected happened. So Larry and Alex continued playing until the sun began to set. From that day on, Larry and Alex became best friends. Now let's look at some of the key phrases from this touching story. Asterisk the first phrase is "How much is your life worth?" If you enjoyed this story and would like to receive more content like this directly to your email inbox, click the link in the description below. And now it's time for our word of the day. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson.